If you're new to fasting, or maybe you've tried it before but you're struggling to see results, honestly, I'm not surprised. There is so much mixed information trying to sell you something. Fasting Tube is independent and focusing on real information. Let's get started with today's video.
The question, what happens to the body during fasting? I averaged 9 to 10 hours of sleep a night, but that was the only change in my amount of rest. No naps. Days 1 and 2 were rough. Day 3 was great except for when I was in boring meetings. When I say rough though, I mean I had to fight off the occasional pangs of hunger. It really didn't affect my productivity or life that much. I'd compare it to having half a dozen itchy mosquito bites. Days 4 and 5 I felt amazing. I got an incredible amount done, was completely undistractable, and felt blissfully happy throughout. All of the claims about mental clarity were true. My mind has never felt so unclouded. There was zero brain fog all hours of the day. I had all the benefits of meditation, but without needing to meditate. Another interesting thing, time moved slower. I was never rushed. But that may have been because I eat really fast. Without that rush process twice a day, maybe I was less rushed in general. Either way, it was remarkable how calm I was. The only real negative was that I was very sensitive to the cold. My theory is that my body was rationing its energy mostly towards brain functioning and movement, and not spending as much on thermogenesis. I was keeping my room 5-10 degrees warmer than normal, and still wearing a sweater. Oh, one last positive. I've never had more muscular, especially abdominal, definition in my life. I would post pictures, but you would have to buy me a drink first. Hint, I like Malbec. The day-by-day rundown. I was taking these notes as I was going, so it's a little bit stream of consciousness, journal-like. For reference, the fast started on Saturday at 6 p.m. That was day 0. Day 1, Sunday, 8:00 a.m. Woke up, had a bit of water to start the day. 12:00 p.m. Noticed some slight hunger around noon, have a bit more water. 1:00 p.m. No headaches despite not drinking tea, good sign that I don't have a caffeine addiction. I might miss the tea more than the food. 3:00 p.m. Hunger is starting to kick in. I normally live on a 16 to 8 intermittent fasting cycle, and this is around the point, 18 hours in, when I normally have to have food. But today, water. 4:00 p.m. Water seems to help with the headaches. Maybe I was dehydrated. 7:00 p.m. So tired, feels like it's midnight or later. Hardly being productive at all. Good thing I finished stuff earlier. I wonder if this is because I didn't sleep quite enough last night or just from no food. Maybe both. Tomorrow will probably be rough if this fatigue is all from the fasting. 8:00 p.m. Time feels like it's moving slower. Maybe that's just from the fatigue. Day 2, Monday. 9:00 a.m. Woke up at 9 a.m. after sleeping at 11. Clearly need extra rest when I'm not eating. 9:30 a.m. Tried to play it conservative by sitting instead of standing, but my body wanted to stand for about an hour. Maybe the rules about inactivity vary person to person based on their prior activity levels? I'm probably a little different since I normally use a standing desk. 10:00 a.m. Despite not eating in over 36 hours now, I'm actually not hungry. No pain really, though my brain feels a little foggy, slight tunnel vision. Kinda like a mild hangover without the headache. I wonder if this is from the toxins coming out of my fat cell matter and getting dumped into my bloodstream, supposedly part of the autophagy process. I should probably go out drinking less. 12:30 p.m. Time definitely feels like it's moving slower. There's much less urgency. 3:00 p.m. My business and culture professor talked about food for half an hour. It was terrible. 7:00 p.m. Really hungry around dinner time. 8:00 p.m. The fasting and hunger are not so noticeable when working. You get weirdly calm and focused. You just don't think about it. 9:00 p.m. Weird feeling, kinda like being tired, but still functional. Sort of tunnel vision. I think my body is very tired but my mind is fine. Maybe my body is conserving energy by leaving my body weak but still keeping my brain going? Everything is getting done though, it just doesn't totally feel like I'm the one doing it. Kinda like I'm on autopilot. Day 3, Tuesday. 9:00 a.m. Woke up at 9 again, still 10 hours of rest. Though I woke up at 6:30 and 8 as well, but I kind of forced myself back to sleep. I was worried about getting that little sleep. 9:00 9:30 a.m., sitting instead of using my standing desk to play it safe. 10:30 a.m., barely any hunger, and much less pressure behind my eyes today. 12:00 p.m., time still feels really slow. Weird not having those interruptions of food. I'll sit down to do an assignment or something, then look up and go WTF, that only took 10 minutes. 3:00 p.m., climbing a lot of stairs at once is kind of tiring. I had to climb 4 flights and was very winded afterward. I regained the energy quickly though, and it's only a physical fatigue, not a mental one. 5:00 p.m., classes were horrible today. I had a 3-hour straight block that couldn't have moved slower. I thought maybe the hunger was getting to me, but it was something about the classes and the hunger. Once I was totally fine. It may also have been the boredom plus time delay. 7:00 p.m., hyper-focused on whatever I'm working on, had no idea this would be such a pronounced effect. I have no need for the Pomodoro method, the self-control app, anything like that. 8:00 p.m., some small headaches throughout the day, mostly in classes though. I think I was dehydrated in the morning. They went away in the afternoon when I drank more water. Day 4, Wednesday. 9:00 a.m., woke up feeling awesome, slept 10 hours again, no alarm clock. 9:30 a.m., funny side effect, I keep putting my water pitcher in the fridge out of habit. It's a problem because my body sucks so much at keeping me warm right now that I can't drink cold water, only room temperature. Very European. 12:00 p.m., feeling awesome in general, super focused, no afternoon fatigue this time. 12:30 p.m., barely any hunger today. I started keeping a list of things that I want to eat when this is over, and that helps a lot. As soon as I have a craving for something, it goes on the list and the craving goes away. 1:00 p.m., my skin looks really good. So do my eyes. So do you, reader. 12:00 a.m., had a meeting that went until midnight. I was worried about it since I'd been getting tired around 10, but I was 100% fine. This supports my theory that while fasting, your body provides energy on an as-you-need-it basis, and not by default. Since I had to do stand, walk around, and lead a meeting, I had the energy for it. When I'm sitting around reading, I don't need much energy, so my body provides less and I feel tired. As soon as I went home and relaxed after the meeting, I felt tired again. 12:30 a.m., otherwise, felt amazing today. Super focused, generally happy, also very patient. Just a great day in general. 1:00 a.m., going to bed later today too, we'll see how that affects things. Day 5, Thursday. 9:00 a.m., woke up and had my usual glasses of water. Seemed to be fine despite only sleeping 8 hours and staying up till 1. 10:30 a.m., class was much easier to go through today, feel so much better than Tuesday, and even better than Wednesday. 12:00 p.m., this might be the best I felt mentally in my entire life. 12:30 p.m., decided to push myself by sitting in a cafeteria for 1.5 hours around lunchtime. Turned into one of the best willpower exercises I've ever done. I definitely wanted food badly, but I was able to keep focusing on work and other stuff and tune it out. It was a lot like meditation. Every time my mind wandered to the enticing scents around me, I just reeled it back in. 2:00 p.m., had some turmeric and ginger tea to get the digestion going again. 6:00 p.m., started breaking the fast at 6:00 p.m., 120 hours after starting, with sauerkraut, athletic greens, and almonds. And the standing desk came back, and then it was over. But, how do you end a fast?